Hi all. In continuation with the second part of scarcity, today we'll have a look at what are the different types of scarcities and what are the problems associated with scarcity. Now we all know that scarcity is a problem of not having enough resources. So when we don't have enough resources, we are left with a choice to make. The choice to use all the resources, whether it is natural resources or human resources or capital resources, in the best possible manner. Okay. So now when we know what is scarcity, let us see the various types, that how does scarcity come in. Okay. The first type of scarcity is a demand induced scarcity. Now, when I say demand is induced, I mean to say that there is more demand than the supply for a particular product. Okay, so like in the current situation where we are seeing that we need a lot of masks to cover ourselves against the COVID pandemic, we realize that masks are in less supply. They are less in supply because there is more demand for them. This is a demand induced scarcity. The second type of scarcity is a supply induced scarcity. Sometimes our supply is not able to meet the uh, expectations in terms of how much would have otherwise come in the market. When I say otherwise come in the market, in a normal situation, how much could have come. So because of environmental degradation, we are not able to produce so much. Sometimes we have very heavy monsoons and standing crops get destroyed, so we have less supply of food grains. Sometimes we have poor monsoons with less scanty rainfall or no rainfall. In that situation also, a supply of food grains is negatively affected. In all these situations, this will be a supply induced scarcity. Okay. Now because of cutting down of trees, because of floods happening, because of climate change that is happening, because of all these reasons, there can be supply induced scarcity also. Okay. The third type of scarcity which we see around us is structural scarcity. Now when I say structural scarcity, I mean to say that this kind of scarcity comes in when any country or any place does not have equal access to the resources. Now this could be either because of their location, or it could be because of any political conflicts that happen. Okay, so if you look around, as an example, I can quote that Palestine was not allowed to dig wells, okay, as a result of a conflict that they had. So this is a part of structural scarcity. Or sometimes because of sheer location of places, we are not able to have access to a lot of resources. Okay, so these are the three types of scarcities which we see around us. Okay, now the question is, even if it is any type of scarcity, what are the problems that it poses in front of people? The three problems that arise because of scarcity are called the basic problems of economics. Now the basic problem in economics is what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Now these are very fundamental to economics. Economics, the subject of choices, has to answer all these questions. What to produce? So when we say what to produce, this answer comes from the price mechanisms. So what is price mechanism? Price mechanism is where your demand and supply will decide what to produce. So what will people demand? People demand anything that they are willing to pay for. They are able to pay for it and they are willing to pay for it. So those are the things that they will demand, whatever they need. Okay. Along with it, who is going to supply? If the price that the buyers are ready to pay for a particular product, if the cost of manufacturing it is little less, then any supplier is ready to produce those goods. Now this is the way we come to a market mechanism where the forces of demand and supply would decide what is to be produced. This can be in any economy. We have different types of economies. You have the market economy where everything is in the hands of private people. You have the command economy where everything is in the hands of the government. And then you have a mixed economy where both the private and the public sector works together. Okay, so in today's time, most of the societies don't have very polar divisions of working. Everybody more or less works in a mixed economy concept. So all three will have the same price mechanism to decide. The second problem that arises is how to produce. Now, if you want to produce any goods, the question is how will you produce it? There are various ways in which you can produce. There are various combinations that are available through which you can use. So, this decision will be taken depending upon whether you have more manpower in your country. Is there more number of people who are ready to work? So can you have a labor intensive technique of production wherein can you have, with the use of more people, can you produce more? Or does your country have more money and you can invest more money into machines and equipments and use the capital intensive methods of production? So how to produce can somewhere be decided by whether you want to use a labor intensive technique or you want to use a capital intensive technique, depending upon how much money is available with you, how many people are there with you, what is your public policy at large about people, whether you want to solve the problem of unemployment, so on and so forth. Okay. Now the third problem is for whom to produce. You will produce for anybody who is ready to pay you money. So we produce for the ones who are willing to pay a price for whatever they want. So if they badly want something, they will pay a higher price for it. Once they pay a higher price for it, the suppliers are happily ready to supply it to them. So this whole concept of what comes to the market, how much comes to the market, how it comes to the market are the three basic problems that arise because of the question of scarcity. If you just sit down and think about if there was no scarcity, everything was in abundance, we would not have any of these problems. Because nothing would come for a price. It would be easily available for anybody and pick up and use. But that does not happen. And because there is this problem of scarcity, we have to answer these three basic questions in terms of a small commodity, in terms of a big commodity. So this is the basic problem that comes because of scarcity. Thank you for watching today. We will continue with how to overcome scarcity in the next video. Thank you so much.